I'm on. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Morning Scramble. Okay, over the last couple of weeks we've been talking about the 5 mistakes that people make when it comes to planning for college. Today we're talking about mistake number 5, and the co-founder of College Prep Mastery, Chip Wittrock, is joining us this morning to talk about mistake number 5 and go into detail about financial aid. Okay, Chip, so the big question with financial aid, there's a form, and it's this FAFSA. What is that?
That's the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. That is the starting point, how all aid's determined.
Okay.
You know, when you go through this form, you know, they look at your assets and your income and then determine one aspect of that family's out-of-pocket costs, and it's the expected family contribution. So that's what's determined what your expected family contribution is going to be when you go into that college.
I hear that this form is really difficult to fill out, very time consuming, and you suggest that people get some professional help in helping to fill this out. Why is that so important?
Well, 2 things. The form is designed by the government, so that says a lot right there, but it has open-ended questions, etc. How do you answer that accurately?
Right.
It has duplicating questions that lead people to put down their assets twice, which then would increase that expected family contribution, thereby we provide less aid, family provides more out of their pocket. We have well-funded nonprofit organizations that were catered to the low income, which is great, but they're applying their information to middle class and upper class people and just telling them, well, you don't need professional help, when in fact, if you literally file a tax return, this form is more complex than that.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Now, I have a friend, she was filling out this form for her son when he was getting ready to go to college, and she said, Lisa, it literally took me 2 weeks to sit down and fill it out, and even then, I didn't know if I was doing it correctly or not.
And that's the key. People don't understand the outcome to the answers that they provide, and they don't know if they're doing it correctly or not. 41% of the people that fill out the form get it sent back to them. That means they're making a mistake.
Oh,
if they make a mistake, that means chances are they're leaving money on the table.
Right. And then you get frustrated, and then at what point do you go, you know what, we're going to try and find another route because this isn't working for us, right?
Correct. I talked to a superintendent of a school who says, I'm not even filling the form out. They just throw in the towel all together and say, this thing is too complicated.
Well, now what about if you've got 3 in college all at the same time? When you fill out this, how do you say it, FAFSA form, does it just apply to, okay, only one of your children can be in college, or we'll help you with 1 child, but if you have more than 1, the other 2 are out of luck?
Well, with 3 in college, you better certainly hope you do it right.
Yeah.
But then 2, your expected family contribution remains the same whether you have 1 in college or 3 in college or 5 in college.
Okay. Oh boy. And now, let's say you're a family that you do pretty well. Maybe you're middle class, maybe even upper middle class. Can you still qualify to fill out this form, or is this just for somebody who maybe low income, live in an apartment, or the student knows that they're going to have to also work their way through college? Can both type of parties apply for something like this?
We encourage everyone to apply. You know, that's one of the things people with high income or big houses, feel that they maybe shouldn't even fill out the form because they're not going to qualify for any aid. We do not feel that way. We think everyone should apply because there are good assets and there are bad assets.
Okay.
The big house that you might have paid off, that's a non-assessed asset. So that's not even viewed as an asset on the financial aid form.
Oh, okay.
So there's good assets and there's bad assets, and that's the key that most people don't realize.
Okay, and we'll go back to that in just a minute, but regarding that form too, does the student fill this out every single year, or is it just your freshman year and then you're all set through hopefully 4 years of school?
Well, it'd be wonderful if you only had to go through this painful experience once, but you've got to go through it each year that your child's in school.
Okay,
every
each year.
year.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, and if someone needed to contact somebody for professional help, where do they go?
Well, that's one of the challenges, but that's why we're doing what we're doing.
College Prep Mastery, okay.
Yeah, 18 years of experience. We've got 28 ladies. That's all we do. Day in, day out, day in, day out. We know exactly what kind of aid the school is supposed to provide, whether you're doing the form correctly. Actually, we do the form for you. You never touch the thing.
Well, and like you said about the questions, am I repeating the income more than once? So does that mean that it's showing that it's a double income, and the trick questions, and what if I answer it this way one time and then another way another time? Did I just lose X amount of dollars to go towards my child's education? All that stuff.
That's exactly what happens, and people don't know what they don't know. I know that sounds silly, but they don't know if they left money on the table or not because they don't know what they're supposed to be entitled to.
And quickly, when we were talking about the good assets and bad assets, I mean, I have triplets, so I thought, and I think I'm doing this right, you tell me if I'm not, that I've got money set aside for all three of them in 529s, and I also have savings bonds to go towards their college education. Am I on the right track?
Well, saving for college is
and
a
you're
good
smiling.
thing.
You're smiling at me, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah, welcome to most people, but that's a bad asset. Those are assessed assets. Savings bonds are really bad. 529 plans, education IRAs, brokerage accounts, savings accounts.
Why are they bad?
Those are assessed assets.
Okay,
so money that you have in there increases your expected family contribution.
Hence, less money to go towards the financial aid.
More money out of your pocket.
Oh, gosh.
But the beautiful part is you can rearrange your assets. So you can fix that problem. So we let people know which assets are bad and how much you can save by rearranging your affairs and getting those assets in the non-assessed world, in the good asset world.
Chip, we're running out of time here. Thank you so much for spending the last couple of weeks over here and sharing information about the 5 biggest mistakes people make when it comes to planning for college. Hope you learned some information about this. If you need more information, always go to collegeprepmastery.com. Thank you very much. We'll be right back after this, and thank you.